Everything around us, from the chair you're sitting on to the air you breathe, is made up of tiny particles called atoms. Atoms are incredibly small. Millions of them could fit on the period at the end of this sentence. Despite their size, atoms are the fundamental building blocks of everything in the universe. Atoms themselves are made up of even smaller particles called protons, neutrons, and electrons. Protons and neutrons reside in the nucleus, the central core of the atom. Electrons, which are much smaller than protons and neutrons, orbit the nucleus at incredibly high speeds. While atoms are the fundamental building blocks of matter, they rarely exist alone. Instead, they often combine with other atoms to form larger structures called molecules, which are essential for life and the world around us. Atoms can join together to form molecules through a process called chemical bonding. Atoms are driven to form bonds by the desire to have a stable number of electrons in their outermost energy level, often referred to as the valence shell. This stability is achieved when the outermost shell is full of electrons, a state that many atoms achieve by sharing, gaining, or losing electrons with other atoms. There are various types of chemical bonds, but the two most common are ionic bonds and covalent bonds. In ionic bonds, one atom donates an electron to another atom, creating oppositely charged ions that are attracted to each other. Table salt or sodium chloride, NaCl, is a classic example of an ionic bond where sodium Na loses an electron to chlorine, Cl. Covalent bonds, on the other hand, involve the sharing of electrons between atoms. This sharing allows both atoms to achieve a stable electron configuration. Water, H2O, is a prime example of a molecule formed through covalent bonds where each hydrogen atom shares an electron with the oxygen atom. The forces that hold atoms together within a molecule are called chemical bonds. These bonds arise from the interactions between the electrons of the participating atoms. Think of chemical bonds as the glue that holds atoms together in a specific arrangement, giving the molecule its unique shape and properties. The strength of a chemical bond can vary depending on the types of atoms involved and the nature of the bond itself. Some bonds are very strong, requiring significant energy to break, while others are relatively weak. The strength and type of bond influence a molecule's properties, such as its melting point, boiling point, and reactivity. The diversity of molecules in the universe arises from the countless ways atoms can bond together. From simple molecules like water to complex macromolecules like DNA, the arrangement of atoms within a molecule dictates its properties and functions. Molecules are the building blocks of everything around us. Water, H2O, the elixir of life, is a simple but essential molecule. It's formed when two hydrogen atoms share electrons with an oxygen atom, creating a bent shape. This seemingly simple structure gives water its unique properties, like its ability to dissolve many substances and its high surface tension. Oxygen, O2, the gas we breathe, is another example of a vital molecule. In this case, two oxygen atoms share electrons to form a double bond. This double bond is incredibly strong and essential for oxygen's role in respiration, where it helps our bodies produce energy. From the air we breathe to the food we eat, molecules are involved in every aspect of our lives. Understanding molecules and their structure is key to comprehending the world around us and appreciating the complexity and elegance of even the simplest things.